Camping can be a blast if the tent keeps up. And cabin tents? They already give you roomy interiors and plenty of headroom. But we found some that do more than just hold up a roof. One sets itself up, no effort needed. Another adds an outdoor lounge without needing a second setup. And these are just two from the list. There's more, some with wide doors, others with standing height ceilings, and a few that make packing up just as easy as the setup. This lineup's got more than comfort. Let's get started. Let's start with something that feels like a home away from home. If you're after space, comfort, and a layout that works beyond just sleeping, the REI Wonderland 6 really shows up. It's built for families or small groups who actually use their tent during the day, not just crashing it at night. Inside, you get a full 83 square feet of floor space and a peak height of 78 inches, so standing upright is no problem. The near vertical walls make a big difference too. It actually gives us full use of the floor space, which is rare. No sloped walls getting in the way, just open space you can really move around in. And if you ever need a little privacy, there's a zip-up divider right in the middle. So yeah, it turns into two rooms, handy when someone's ready to sleep and someone else is still up talking or reading. And even though it's big, setting it up doesn't turn into a guessing game. The poles are color-coded, clips are simple. It all kind of just makes sense, even when the light starts to fade. Color-coded poles and clips guide the way, which helps a lot when daylight is slipping. The frame holds up well too. There's a triangulated center pole and extended ridge pole that keep things steady in wind. We get two large doors for smooth entry and exit, and a scalloped rain fly that keeps rain out while letting light in. Mesh windows all around give you great views and airflow from every angle. And the venting system works well, with both low and high vents reducing condensation overnight. It's made for 3-season use, packs down to 13 by 32 inches, and weighs just under 23 pounds. So no, not for backpacking, but for car camping or a comfy base camp, it checks every box. Now, if the REI Wonderland gave you that cozy indoor space, the Gazelle G6 picks up where it left off, by adding the kind of outdoor room you didn't know you needed. If you missed a bug-free zone or a breezy hangout that doesn't mess with the main tent setup, this is the perfect match. It pops open fast, really fast. No loose poles or tricky steps. Just pull it out and the hub system clicks it into place in under a minute. Once it's up, there's plenty of room to relax. We're looking at 92 square feet of space, enough for a table and up to 8 people. And with over 7 feet of center height, it doesn't feel cramped. The Tri-Tech mesh is one of its best features. It lets air in but blocks the tiniest bugs, which makes a huge difference when you're out in the woods. The structure's made with 210 denier waterproof polyester and has a UV 50+ rating, so it's ready for both sun and surprise showers. Heavy-duty corner joints and solid YKK zippers keep it sturdy, even in wind. And you get all-terrain stakes that lock it down on uneven ground. Packing up, just as simple. It folds into an oversized duffel and is ready to go. Whether it's extra shade at the campsite or a bug-free space next to the RV, this gazebo does its job without giving you a hard time. After we've got our outside lounge spot handled, let's talk about the inside. If you're camping with a bigger group, the Eureka-Copper-Tent LX8 is one of those tents that makes it feel like we've got an actual room out there. This one's a cabin-style tent with real height, 7 feet at the center. That means you can walk in, move around, and stand tall. The vertical walls help too. We're not giving up headspace at the edges, which makes the whole thing feel larger. With 130 square feet of floor space, there's more than enough room for mattresses, gear, and some space to breathe. Setup stays manageable, even with all that size. The freestanding frame uses a combo of steel and fiberglass poles, corner hubs, and quick clips. So whether you're setting it up with help or on our own, it won't drag out. During bad weather, extended fly coverage over the door helps keep water from sneaking in. Inside, you get small details that make a big difference. Storm guy-out pockets, storage lofts, and even a divider curtain. That gives you 2 separate rooms if you want it. And there's a handy zippered e-power port too. We can run a cord in to charge phones or plug in a light at night. It's that little modern touch that just makes camping smoother. You will get a great vertical space and room with Eureka-Copper-Tent, but if you're after something with a front porch area, the Portal 10-person tent brings that and more. It's like adding a covered patio to the mix, which changes the whole camping vibe. We get an 84-inch peak height, so standing up isn't a problem even for taller folks. The 14 by 10-foot floor gives you room for up to 4 queen air mattresses or 10 sleeping bags. So even when everyone's in, it doesn't feel cramped. The standout feature here is the front porch. It's not just for looks, it gives you 110 inches of shade where you can hang out, drop gear, or just enjoy the rain without being stuck inside. And since it's height adjustable, you can tweak it depending on what you need. Inside, there's a divider curtain that creates 2 rooms. That's great for privacy, and it even doubles as a projector screen. So movie night is totally possible out here. Ventilation's strong too. With 2 doors, 6 mesh windows, ground vents, and a mesh ceiling, airflow stays consistent. It's built with PU 1000mm waterproof fabric, taped seams, and a removable rain fly for when you want more breeze. Despite the size, it still packs down into 1 carry bag with everything included, so setup and pack up won't turn into a project. Let's say you want something quicker. If you're all about easy setup without giving up comfort, the Fantique Outdoor Zeta C6 Pro makes a solid case. It's made for those of you who'd rather relax than wrestle with tent poles. This one uses pre-installed poles, so it basically pops open on its own. No extra tools, no tricky instructions. The carbon structural steel gives it a firm frame, while protective sleeves and pads add some nice stability. It handles strong winds surprisingly well. The canopy, sturdy stakes, and adjustable ropes all lock in together, which keeps everything grounded. Space-wise, it's just right for smaller groups. The 96 by 96 inch layout fits a queen mattress or up to 4 people without feeling tight. It's got just under 5 feet of center height, not walk around tall, but roomy enough to sit up and move without bumping into things. Ventilation is one of its strong points. We get mesh windows on every side, floor vents, and a mesh ceiling that keeps air flowing. Plus, if you're into stargazing, the clear mesh lets you enjoy the night sky from inside the tent. Waterproofing is built in, and the lower door area is reinforced to stop leaks. SBS zippers, storage pockets, and a power port round it out. It's one of those tents that feels like it thought of everything before you even asked. All right, if comfort and layout are the top priorities, the Wenzel Klondike 8 is worth a close look. It's designed for families who want that mix of space, weather protection, and ease of use. This one's made with polyester taffeta and welded polyethylene, which means it stands up to sun, rain, and wind without breaking down. The waterproofing is solid, so staying dry isn't a gamble. It comfortably fits up to 8 people. And thanks to the cabin-style shape, you get vertical walls and a 10 by 9 foot sleeping area that feels open and breathable. But the real bonus? That screened-in porch. It's more than a gear dump. It gives you a breezy place to relax, stash wet shoes, or even nap without getting eaten up by bugs. The mesh roof and windows add to the airflow, which keeps things cool on warm nights while still blocking out bugs. This tent's perfect when you want a straightforward setup, generous headroom, and enough space for the crew to spread out. For weekend trips or longer getaways, it's a dependable, family-first kind of tent. The Wenzel Klondike has screened porch and solid waterproofing, but if you want something that sets up even quicker and handles rougher weather without the extra porch area, the KAZOO family tent is a smart move. It keeps things simple and strong with no trade-off in space or comfort. The structure uses aluminum poles for solid support, and the ripstop polyester fabric adds durability that holds up in tough weather. With a 3,000mm waterproof rating, it'll keep dry even when the sky turns gray. There's enough room inside for the whole group, and it feels open, not cramped. 2 big doors make it easy to get in and out, which is especially helpful with kids or gear in tow. Ventilation works well too. The fly windows pull in air without opening things up too much. So whether you're camping by the coast or deep in the woods, it stays breathable inside. Plus, the design gives you great visibility of the views around us. The best part? Since it's freestanding, you're not stuck chasing guy lines or hammering stakes just to keep it up. It moves with you if you need to shift spots. Setup and takedown stay quick, and the layout makes sense for families who want a no-stress trip. If you're out with a big crew, the core equipment 12-person instant cabin tent gets you covered. It's built with pre-attached telescoping poles that snap into place, so the whole tent can be set up in about 2 minutes. Just unpack, extend the legs, and lock everything down. It's that simple. This tent gives you a roomy 18 by 10 feet layout with a center height of 80 inches. So you've got space to walk around, stretch out, and actually stand straight without bumping into the ceiling. It's perfect for big families or friend groups who don't want to feel boxed in. And with 2 removable room dividers, you can split the space into 3 separate areas. Whether it's for privacy, organizing your gear, or just giving the kids their own space, this layout comes in handy. Weather protection is solid too. Core's H2O block tech combines water-repellent fabric, a fully taped rainfly, and sealed seams to keep moisture out. Plus, lower air intake vents pull in cool air while hot air escapes through the mesh ceiling, which keeps things breathable inside, even with 12 people. It also comes with smart storage touches like overhead gear lofts, lantern hooks, and side pockets to keep essentials within reach. So if you're planning a group trip and want space, speed, and comfort, this one's hard to beat. For more room and height while still keeping things cozy and well ventilated, the Timber Ridge 8-person tent has a setup that checks all the right boxes. It's built for families who want space to stretch out, with enough features to make every trip more relaxing. The tent measures about 19 feet in length and 8 feet wide, which fits 3 queen-size air mattresses or up to 8 sleeping bags with no issue. And with a center height of 78 inches, you can stand upright and move around freely. One of the standout features here is the ventilation. It comes with full mesh walls and large vents near the floor, which allow cooler air to come in and warmer air to flow out through the top. That keeps the inside fresh all day and helps you rest better at night. The mesh ceiling also opens up the view, so you can watch the stars while lying in bed. Inside, the space can be split into 2 rooms with a divider, which gives you more privacy when needed. And right out front, there's a porch area that adds a nice spot for sitting, taking off your boots, or just kicking back under shade. The tent is made from durable 66D polyester with solid waterproofing, sealed seams, and strong fiberglass poles. Setup is simple and takes around 10 minutes with 2 people. So if you're after a roomy and weather-ready cabin tent, this one fits the bill. To wrap things up, here's one for smaller groups who still want elbow room. The UNP 6-person cabin tent gives you a solid balance between space and convenience. It stretches 10 by 9 feet with a tall 78-inch center height, so standing up isn't a problem. It fits 2 queen air beds or 6 sleeping bags without things getting tight. So whether you're camping with the family or a few friends, it keeps everyone comfortable. Setup is fast too. 2 people can have it ready in 5 minutes. Even solo, it's not a long job. It all comes packed in a carry bag and weighs just 18 pounds, which makes moving it around pretty easy. Ventilation checks all the boxes, multiple mesh windows, a mesh ceiling, and big doors to keep airflow moving. The fabric is weather resistant, and the rainfly keeps things dry. So even if the weather shifts, you're not stuck in a muggy tent. It's that sweet spot for weekend trips. Simple, spacious, and no nonsense. Definitely worth considering if you want a cabin-style tent that doesn't need a whole team to set up. So that was all. Cabin tents that are perfect for your next family camping adventure. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more camping tips and gear guides.